My name's Chris Bauman,
I'm Isa Bauman.
and we've been members of the church here for about 6 years, going on 7. And we've been a Safe Families host family for about a year. For a while, we've been talking about maybe becoming foster parents or adopting children ourselves since we don't have our own. And Safe Families sort of creeped into the circle, so to speak, right at the right time and introduced us to, I would say, the baby steps into providing a loving home for children on a short-term basis.
I used to work at the courthouse, right? And some of the hearings that we saw in there were those of termination of parental rights. We heard some of the reports from DCFS, and we could see how hard it is for some of the kids in the foster care system.
By providing this alternative, we've had 32 kids put in safe, loving homes for care that might otherwise not be available to them. And the alternative might be ending up in a DCFS type situation that we're trying to avoid, really, because it's not in anyone's interest. A lot of these cases, again, are just short-term situations where parents who are struggling and doing all what they can to provide for their kids, they just need some help. When we accepted the first hosting, we knew that we would need toys. We didn't have any children's books, a crib. We had a ton of donations within the first week after we accepted the hosting. In terms of clothing, children's toys, we had a family donate 2 cribs to us. One we used and then another one that went to another host family.
Well, it will be like a big financial investment to make if we didn't have those resources available. So just think about this. These are 3 kids in there. We have nothing. So we have to get clothes, we have to get diapers, we have to get food, we have to get the crib, we have to get, how much money are we talking about then?
Not all families maybe have that instant availability. I think peace of mind thinking, okay, if I need something for a child, whatever age, a resource center will be available, and then we can not have to worry about getting stuff or maybe buying stuff ourselves to just be a host family. We envision to have a resource center where anyone who's a host family can have 24-hour access, especially on weekends, maybe like a 3-day weekend with a holiday where if you get something on a Sunday, you have to have some resources available and have access to it. I think importantly, we need diapers and formula for babies, but also age-appropriate clothing for children, whether it's summer or winter. We don't know what they show up with until they show up, and they might have just 2 pairs change of clothes, and they may not have the appropriate clothing for long-term or for the season. So if we have that resource of clothing available, we're on shelves where we know where it's located, it's organized, we borrow it for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever it may be, and then we return it so another family can use it down the road, as well as maybe things like cribs or children's beds where people don't have to go make an investment in those bigger items.
It's not like it's only for the families that are within the church. It's also for the whole Springfield area. If somebody has the heart, they don't have to have that extra concern. They can abandon themselves into putting their hearts in the ministry of Safe Families.